Welcome to the Manifestation Pod. We're Sam and Louise, two ordinary mums living extraordinary lives.
Every 2 weeks, we're diving into a new well-being, self-care or self-development topic that we've used to manifest a life of joy.
We want you to join us on this journey. We are all about building a community of people who are ready to do the same, manifest their best life, one step at a time.
So grab a cuppa, get comfy, and let's get started.
Hello and welcome to the Manifestation Pod. We are in season 3, episode 4, although it's been a little while since we last did one. Hi, Louise.
Hi, Sam. I bet this has been like the longest season ever. If we're only up to episode 4.
Yeah, goodness knows when we started it, probably around this time last year.
I think it might be before then, you know.
We're not doing great with consistency, are we? But hey, we're here.
We're here. We're doing it. We're live.
Oh, there we go. Season 3 started in June 25. So
that's not bad at all.
Bad. 1.25 at this rate.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a little catch up and talk about goals for 2026, aren't we?
Yeah. It'd be good to have a catch up because we've not spoken to each other for ages, not since before Christmas.
I know. And I think that's half the battle with us doing the pod, you know, if we don't see each other enough.
That is very true.
Yeah. But anyway, how have you been since September?
Really good. I can't even remember. Pre-Christmas went so quickly.
Yeah.
It was like a steam train that I was on, and the build up to Christmas was really busy, like good, but really busy. And then Christmas kind of came and went really quickly. That was busy as well, but nice. Like some busy days, some chilled days. I had a really good Christmas, actually. And then January, what are we on, the 17th? It's been that's been the same, just like a steam train going. Life's been busy since Christmas. Work's been busy. Life is busy. And I feel like I'm just, in a good way, but I feel like the days are okay, but the weeks are just flying by.
I know what you mean, because some weeks go so quick and I'm like, was I present in that week or did it just go really fast? And it just feels sped up.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. But yeah, all good. I'm trying to think what's happened. Anything? Nothing really. Everything's pretty much the same as when we last spoke. Yeah, just been plodding along. Christmas took up loads of organisation and like planning lots of things, which was really nice. And Christmas kind of took over from probably my birthday onwards. So that fell a lot this year. And I think not the first weekend in January, because I went away with Paul because it was his birthday. But that week, I kind of slumped into the January blues very, very quickly. But then I think because work was so busy and kind of home was so busy, that's pulled me out of it. And I'm feeling like I normally do at the beginning of the year now, like really upbeat, really positive.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Sounds like we've got a similar January then. Yeah, same. Like nothing much to report really from September to December that I can remember at this point anyway.
Yeah, same.
I do feel like after that podcast, I think everyone was back at school and everything, weren't they? And that run up to Christmas just goes crazy, crazy fast.
Yeah, it really does. It did this year. It was unbelievably fast.
Yeah, it was. Lots of like ups and downs along the way to Christmas. And then like you, that first week in January, I had a real slump as well. Which I'm thinking back of like previous years when we've done the pod and goals. I don't think we had a January slump when we were doing the magic and stuff. That's just occurring to me now. I don't know.
Maybe not. I think I didn't feel it last year.
Yeah.
I had Christmas last year and I was so grateful for it to be over a new year.
Yeah.
The year before, I definitely had a January slump because I remember thinking, I've not felt like this for a long, long time. But I think sometimes the better your Christmas is, the worse January is.
Yeah, there is that. And, you know, we do have to remember, like, it's still winter. You know, the deepest part of winter. It's not the time to be feeling all joyous and like it's spring because it's really not spring yet. Which is
Yeah. Although I have to say, the last couple of days, I'm feeling very spring-like.
true, true. Yeah, there's been some lovely sunshine, hasn't there? The last.
Yeah, yesterday was beautiful. I had the sunglasses on yesterday
Mm,
because I couldn't. I mean, I was out all morning, in the car. I was doing work stuff, but not in the office, so
yeah,
I didn't get in till 12 o'clock, and I had to put sunglasses on because it was that bright. It was lovely.
yeah. There has been some beautiful days actually, hasn't there?
Yeah.
And we had snow last weekend as well, like quite a lot of snow, so that was nice. It wasn't too like disruptive, but just enough to sledge in, which was good.
Lovely. I don't think we had like a day, maybe 2 days of it. It wasn't last weekend though, it was before that. And then it just went and we've not seen it since.
Yeah, we had one day off school for it, which was a delight for Iris.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't too disruptive. We didn't get stuck in or anything, so that's good. And the little snowdrops are popping up in my garden as well this week, which are
Oh,
usually
really?
the first sign of spring, and they feel very, very early. But they're here, so they're
Um,
welcome.
yeah, I'll go and have a look at my daffodils because they popped up really early last year. And I was like, oh, this is good.
I know it's always a nice sign, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, it does feel quite spring-like. It has this morning as well. It's quite bright.
Is it? It's really gloomy here.
Oh, is it? Yeah, no, it's nice there. I've just been for a little run to the library with my 14 library books that were all overdue.
As they always are.
Oh God, yeah.
So,
So I've been out, had a little bit of a walk. I mean, I say a walk, I drove, but then, yeah, had a bit of a potter.
what are you reading at the moment, though? Anything?
Oh God, what am I not reading? I'm reading a book about. It's called The Power of Habit by Charles. I can't pronounce it. Duhigg. Yeah, Duhigg. Which who he was on the Mel Robbins podcast about. Well, I don't know because I'm not sure that I listened to that in order, but it was a really good pod, and I was like, oh, that sounds really interesting. And I kept thinking, they was talking about his book, and I was like, I'm sure I've got that book. And I went upstairs and I've got the book that they were talking about, so I started reading it. It is so good.
Is it?
It's really, really interesting about if you want to change your habits, like how to break it down, to change each component of it to make a habit stick. It's really good, really good. And there's a lot of it's quite what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of it's based in science
Mm.
rather than your normal personal development books. And there's a lot of examples about companies, how they've changed one small habit to completely change the direction of the company and the fortunes of the company. And that's really interesting as well. So it's a little bit businessy, a little bit personal. It's just a really interesting book to read. I'm reading that, but slowly. It's not the kind of thing you can read a lot of because it's quite thought provoking and you need to kind of read a bit and stop. So I'm reading that. I'm reading another book that I've just started and I still can't get my head around it. So it's split into two. So if you start reading the front page, it's a story, but then you flip the book over
Mm.
and start reading the front page, and it's the same story. It doesn't matter what order you read it in.
Oh,
I know.
wow. Like a fiction story.
It's half and half. It's a bit non-fiction and fiction.
Oh, interesting.
Just started it. That's really weird. I'm reading a book which is Japanese, a Japanese fiction book, which is weird but good and quite unput downable. And I'm staying in tonight. I was thinking, oh, do you know what? That might be what I do tonight. I might stay in and read that book.
Yeah. That's
I've
not
only read a couple of pages of it. But yeah, that's quite interesting. So yeah, I'm reading The Body Keeps the Score, which is about, what you put into your body. Yeah, I'm just in a full on reading mode at the moment.
oh, that's cool. I
Yeah.
might borrow that habit book if it's not a
Oh,
lot.
it's really good. Yeah, it is. No, it's not a library book. It's mine. It's really good.
Oh, that sounds good because this week one of the things I've done that has made a difference is meal planned and meal prep. So I've done
Oh,
like
God, yeah.
for my lunch and like a snack. And I swear it's been a massive part of improving my mood this week, for sure. So I definitely need to do more of that. And I'm not great at that kind of habit.
So I do a Sunday night prep for the week. So I've got a pad which is it's got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's got the days of the week, which is quite helpful anyway. But I just do on a Sunday night, say it's about half an hour, and I got this from Fran Amber. Law of Attraction changed my life. And I just do what days I'm working from home, what days I'm in the office, where Charlotte's likely to be at night. Is she with me? Is she at her dad's? Has she got like, I don't know, nights at a friend's, and then just plot what we're going to eat each day. Because what I find is, and I do think this is ADHD,
Mm.
if it's not in front of me, I literally can't think. I can't sit in the office and go, oh, what should we have for tea? I literally, my mind is a blank about what we've got in,
Yeah.
what I feel like, what I could cook.
Mm.
If I do that, I can just glance at it and go, oh, we're having whatever for tea tonight. And it just takes away a lot of thought during the week of going, oh, what can we have? What have we got in? What do we need? Shall I go to the supermarket?
Yeah.
It just takes all that away. And I have to say that half an hour I spend doing it, I hate doing it. I hate doing it on a Sunday. But it really, if I don't do it, my week is just harder.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get that. I do. And I've done bits and bats of it, but never consistently stuck to anything like that. And this week, what I actually did was I did it on a Monday morning. And I loved
Right.
it because Monday morning is like my doing morning. I've got like quite a lot of freedom till sort of 10:30. So if I get up at 7, I can get a load done.
Yeah, that's good.
Satisfying. And whenever I've tried to do it before, I've tried to do it on a Sunday night and just never gelled with it at all. So maybe I've just been trying to do it at the wrong time for me and for my.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, mornings are much better for me, but I just don't have a morning in the week. Maybe I could do it on a Sunday morning. I don't know. But if you want to take it one step further, and I was talking to Amy about this week because she feels very overwhelmed after Christmas, and oh, she's got a lot going on. They've got a new puppy. The kids have got nits.
Oh,
Just one of them weeks where she rang me on Monday and she was like, oh my God, I need to get organised. I'm chaotic after Christmas. I need to get stuff done. I can't seem to like catch a break. And I told her what I'm about to say. She was like, yeah, that's a really good idea. And then the next day she rang me, she went, both kids have got nits. And I was like, right. So all you've got to do this week is get through the week and be nit free because it's a full-time job, isn't it? Getting rid of nits when they're in the house. They've like both come home from school with them. But what I've done a couple of times with meal planning, and you'd be good at this because you love AI. Chat GBT. I put in it, I want to have salmon twice this week. I want to have like whatever it is. I want to have salmon twice. I want healthy meals, and it will do me a meal plan for the week and give me the ingredients so that I can just buy a few things and use them up in order through the week.
good.
Which is very efficient. And I love a little bit of efficiency.
No, that is really efficient, isn't it?
Yeah. The downside to it is if Charlotte, she says, what's for tea? And I'm like, whatever. And she goes, oh, I don't want that. There's literally nothing else for her. It's either that or like beans on toast or cheese on toast because I don't have anything else in.
Yeah.
I hate wasting food, and I spent years wasting a lot of food and throwing food out every Monday morning. I just don't do it anymore. If we've not got it in, we're having what we're having, and it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a good way to approach it, isn't it? So last week I only did it for me and my lunches and my breakfast. But this week I would like to extend it to everyone else.
Yeah.
Really efficient with the evening meals because we have a lot of like decision paralysis about food in our house and it drives me insane. It wastes so much time and takes up so much energy.
And if there's four of you all thinking about what to eat, that is like, and I think with kids particularly, if I say, it's the same as if someone says to me, what should we have for tea? I go, oh, I don't know. If I ask Charlotte, she's like, oh, I don't know. And it takes ages. Whereas last night, I was in the office, she was at home, I rang her and I said, I'm nearly at home, just calling it Aldi. And she said, what's for tea? I'm starving. And I said, and this was someone else's idea from work, so we had a conversation about what we can have for tea. And I said, we're having halloumi chicken, potatoes, salad potatoes, rocket and tomatoes in a bit of a mixy salad. And she said, oh, that sounds nice. Honestly, I nearly dropped the phone. She has never, ever said, "Oh, that sounds nice," when I say what we're having for tea. And I got home, I made it. It was absolutely divine. It was so nice. And it was so quick. It took me 20 minutes to make. While the potatoes were cooking, I did the pots.
Yeah, nice. That's
Yeah.
what you want, isn't it, after a day at work? Like,
Yeah. And it felt quite healthy. The potatoes, I did a little bit like roasties. They weren't roasty. It's my own little bizarre recipe that I've got, but it felt a little bit indulgent, yet it was healthy. And
mm,
halloumi, I mean, God, halloumi is just so good.
so beautiful halloumi, isn't it?
It feels like fast food. It feels like junk. It feels like a treat. And it isn't. It's cheese. It's fine.
Yeah. Do you roast your halloumi?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, air fryer these days.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, it's good in the air.
Yeah. Yeah. I shoved that in while I did the potatoes. Yeah, it was just really, really nice. And you get all of it.
That's good.
Apart from the rocket. But we can but try.
Yeah, we'll take the other victories.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I think organization,
Mm, I do.
it just frees your head up for so much other stuff. And I've been all over this in the new year. I've sorted the house out. I think because we went away the first week in January, that's normally your let's clean the house after Christmas, get your decorations away. And I didn't have that. So I went into a work week, a
Mm,
5-day work week, where my house is upside down. And I just thought I'm just gonna blitz it. And I was kind of quite upbeat and motivated to do it. I was listening to a really good podcast at the same time.
mm,
And I've done loads this week.
Good. That's good.
Like loads. I've sorted my wardrobe out. Like I've emptied it and cleaned it,
Wow.
um, and put everything back in and colour coordinated it in outfit order just to help me in the mornings, because that also, what am I going to wear today? That takes up so much thought for me. And it really, really stresses me out. First world problems, I know, I am aware of that, but it just causes me like, oh, what am I gonna wear? Oh, I don't know. And I always feel like I end up looking like a tramp in a pair of leggings and a sweatshirt. But again, just a little bit of organisation. I open my wardrobe now and everything's in front of me, ready to go.
That's good. That's a really nice feeling, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And I feel like now I'm on top of all the basic stuff, so my mind is free for more fun stuff.
Yeah. I feel
Not
like,
all this housey stuff.
yeah, yeah. I feel like,
Say that again, sorry.
just gonna say, I feel like you're really good at that, like getting organized and getting
Hmm.
habits like stacked and
Yeah, yeah, I do. I do it in work as well. In fact, my boss commented it on the other day, although it was a bit of a backhanded compliment. She said to somebody else, "I know Louise is like chaotic in her life." Thanks, Nat. Um, but she's uber organized in work.
Mm, yeah,
And I get what she's saying. Like I come into work some days and I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't find anywhere to park, and I'm all over the place. But I don't sound the most organized of people, but actually in work, I'm yeah.
yeah. I'm at home like that as well.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose. But yeah, it makes me feel good as well. I
Mm,
feel like I can conquer the world when home is organized and
yeah,
everyone knows where they're supposed to be and what we're having to eat, and it's quite it just makes life so much easier. And then I can just spend my time then doing nice things and
exactly.
thinking about nice things.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely want to do more of that for sure.
Yeah, I'll lend you the book. It is really, really good.
Oh,
There's a couple of things about exercise which I've got directly from Mel Robbins about. I've really struggled with exercise since New Year. I'm just not doing any at all.
yeah.
And I really want to get back in the habit of doing it because I've not been swimming and I was in such a good habit with swimming. But Mel Robbins was saying now she gets her trainers by the side of the bed with socks and gym clothes ready to go to the gym in the morning. Now, I hate the gym, but what I have been doing is putting that by the side of the bed and getting up and doing a workout first thing in the morning
Yeah.
before I do anything else.
That's good.
And I do a 7-minute workout.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's not doing that much for me. But what it does, it kind of sets me for the day and makes me think, well, I've done something.
Mm,
So anything else I do is a bonus. And I'm hoping to build up to that to something else. I did go to a club size class last week,
cool.
which was amazing. It was all a dark room and glow sticks. Me and Kate went. So this week I want to look for exercise that's fun. and get it booked in my diary so it gets done rather than getting to Saturday and thinking, oh, I've not done anything again.
Yeah, exactly. So I had this week, I went to the gym, I went for a big walk and I did a yoga class. And I was thinking last night, that's kind of like my perfect mix of a week. If I can get to the gym twice, I'm really happy, but it's really hard to get there twice. So actually, if
Yeah,
I do those three things and that's turned into a good week, then that's pretty good going, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely.
So, and
Yeah, it is. And it's doing things that you enjoy. I think with swimming, the reason that I stuck with that for so long was I woke up in the morning and my choices were, and it was all in a bag ready to go. I'd throw on like the crappiest clothes, like just trackies, drive to school, drop Charlotte off, go for a swim.
mm,
Or if I didn't go for a swim, I'd have to have a shower and wash my hair.
yeah,
And obviously, I hate having a shower and washing my hair first thing in the morning, even though I do it every morning. It was like a reprieve from that. And I was like, I'd rather go swimming because I knew when I got back from swimming, I wouldn't have a shower till lunchtime,
mm,
but it would kind of wake me up, get me going. Yeah, it just worked for me.
mm,
But it's that habit has fell by the wayside now because I'm not always taking her to school. So it is just the logistics of it. If you can get the logistics in place, it's so much easier to go. If you make, and this is what I've kind of come to the conclusion of, if you make exercise the easiest option,
yeah.
you do it.
Yeah, this is it, isn't it? And I think since like high school with the girls, I have struggled with that like morning habit thing because of the lack of consistency of drop off. You know, they're doing
Yeah,
their own thing, but then it might be really raining and they want a lift and
exactly.
that kind of thing. So I just feel like I'm finally getting to grips with that a little bit.
Yeah, same. And you're right, it isn't consistent. Some days Charlotte's up dead early, she's getting ready, she's, doing what they do. And
Mm,
then other days I'm dragging her out of bed and then I'm having to take her to school. And there's no pattern to our mornings at all now. Sometimes she comes down and makes a breakfast because I've already logged on and I'm working.
yeah,
Some days I come downstairs and I'm either working and making us both breakfast, or I'm not working and I'm making us breakfast. There's just no consistency to it at all. So I'm my job for this week is to think about what exercise I can do and when,
yeah,
and how I can make it the easy option, regardless of what's going on in the morning. So
yeah.
that's what I'm thinking about for this week.
Nice. Well, that book will help with that for sure, won't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely. Yeah.
I'm reading a book about goddess wisdom at the moment.
Oh, I love that.
Goddess Wisdom Made Easy, which is good. I'm enjoying that. So I'm going to take more of that into this year for sure. I love the contrast between our book choices.
Yeah, couldn't be more different. So, goddess wisdom, that is that like being more at one with the universe, with the Mother Nature.
Yeah, and like your divine femininity.
Love it.
Well, so yeah, the like everyone has got, the goddess in them because it exists within all of us, and it's kind of just tuning into that and finding ways to connect with that through ritual and the earth and different ancient ways that people have always done it, basically.
Ooh, I like that. Maybe we'll swap. Maybe when I give you the habit book, you can give me the goddess book.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other one I'm reading is about it's like about Mary and like the women from history and the Bible and the ways in which they were written out and pulled out of it all. So that's got quite a feminine twist to it,
Oh, right. Okay.
as well, which is really interesting.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, but it's a bit harder going that one because there's a load of history in it, but it's interesting.
I bet.
It just fits in with this goddess wisdom because a lot of these women in history would have been regarded as a goddess, but then it all got written out or hidden or
My man.
yes, yeah, absolutely. Kill some trees. Oh, we better talk about our goals, hadn't we? That was quite
Yes.
a catch up, but I think a lot of people will be relating with what happens in January, so an
Yeah.
important, no doubt. Um, So have you done goals this year? How have you got about it? What have you been up to? Because we've not talked about this at all.
No, we've not. So I was going to do the Fran goal setting party.
Yeah.
And then I changed my mind. Can't quite remember why, but I just thought that isn't the way I want to go. So then I listened again, Mel Robbins' podcast. I listened to that, and she did something where she goes through a camera roll and her calendar, looks at things from the previous year of what she loved and what she didn't love so much. Do more of the stuff you love and less of the stuff you don't. Like dead easy. So I did that. Unfortunately, I don't take that many pictures these days.
Mm.
So I did it, and there were bits that I forgot, like Lady Gaga. Me and Charlotte went to see Lady Gaga, and it was amazing. I mean, forgetting that she was amazing, just me and Charlotte sharing that experience was good. So I've wrote a list of things I want more of. So I basically started with a list of I want less of this.
Yeah.
There's only 3 things on it, so I've clearly had a good year. And the I want more of, there's like an A4 page of things that I want to do more of. And it's all like walks in nature, walking the dog, going to the cinema with Charlotte. I want to do more creative stuff with Charlotte. I want to have more time with the right people. I want to buy fresh flowers and have them in my house all the time. I want to go to a festival with Charlotte. It's all stuff like that, all stuff that I want to do. So there's nothing massive on there. There's not like, oh, I want to create a new business and set the world on fire. It's all very basic stuff, but it's stuff that's important to me and I want to do. So from that, what I've done is broke it down and wrote the things in my calendar. So at the beginning of each month, I've put book a cinema date with Charlotte. But I went walking with work. We walked up a hill. There was about 10 of us. Honestly, it was such a gorgeous day. It was near you. It was in Castleton. I want to do more things like that. Instead of I organise pretty much all our works, social things. Especially because it's been Christmas, it's all been a lot of going out and people drinking and stuff. But everyone enjoyed that. And we're doing a fitness challenge at work for New Year. We're all doing it. It's like based on how many steps you do, how much water you drink, are you eating healthily, stuff like that. So I'm transferring all these wants into my diary and going, make sure this gets booked in this month, make sure this gets booked in. So we've booked a walk in for work. We're walking Rivington Pike. Don't even know where that is. 1st of February. I've booked in a couple of cinema things with Charlotte. I've booked a holiday. I'm looking for a festival. So it's about like not just thinking about it, but actioning it and putting it in my calendar to make sure it gets done.
That's good. That's really good.
So that's it. So my basic goals, and there's not many of them at all, and they are very basic this year, but I want a working wardrobe. I want a wardrobe that works for me because I seem to spend my life going, where are these shoes? Oh, I wish I had a white top, going and buying a white top, and then 3 weeks later finding a white top.
Yeah.
I want to get my bedroom finished. That's on hold until the last quarter of the year. I want to be healthier. And I've started investing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's my new thing for this year. I want a financial plan, which I'm in the middle of at the moment. I'm doing a course. I'm up to, it's a 6-week course and I'm on week 2. So that's quite interesting. That's it really.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I just want a nice year. That's it. I had one last year. I want one this year, but just being a little bit more intentional with time because I'm sure you're the same. When the weeks are passing by, a month's going by, and I'm like, you, for example, not seen you for ages. Me and you have not been on a walk since I can't remember when.
No, we've gotten really bad at finding time for it, haven't we?
Yes. So I'm like, if I put it in my diary at the beginning of each month to make sure things get booked, and it might not be monthly, it might be, every other month or whatever, but at least if it's in there, it'll get done.
Yeah, exactly. So we need to do that after this.
Yeah, we will do. So yeah, that's me really. Quite basic, but it's just all stuff that makes me happy on a day-to-day basis and makes me feel connected to my loved ones.
Love it. Did you say you had a word for the year or?
Yeah, which is really funny considering this is me. But my word for the year is mañana, which is basically it can wait.
Yeah.
That's where I am this year. It can wait. I'm not. One of the things I want to do less of
Mm.
is, although I've done the complete opposite this morning, is I'm always rushing about,
Mm.
and I want to do less of that.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is about fitting things in. Like this morning, I had to go to the library. I had to go to Tesco. I was doing this with you.
Mm.
Amy's now rang me and said she's coming round with the kids at 12 o'clock.
Mm.
And can we do something? And I absolutely want to do that. But I've spent the day rushing again,
Mm.
being up against it. And I feel like partly that is me. That's who I am.
Mm.
I am 100 miles an hour. But I'd like to just try and fit in some downtime. So instead of thinking this morning, I can do a podcast and do a food shop and go to the library and see Amy at 12 o'clock, maybe that's not really doable.
Maybe just one or even just two.
Yeah, yeah, but not all three. But I think part of that is Amy rang me this morning. Well, she messaged me this morning at 8:45 saying, I'm in Staley Bridge. Can we do something at 12? I mean, she's dead disorganized. She forgot that her child had a party a child's at a birthday party from 10 till 12. So she told me today, she could have told me 3 days ago. I could have changed the time of the podcast. I could have done a whole heap of things differently, but she told me this morning. And some of it is seizing the moment. I do say yes to a lot of things, and I don't really want to change that.
No, especially it's not when it's the things you really want to be doing.
Yeah, because what I need to do this afternoon is go to the tip, but I'm not going to say no to seeing someone because I need to go to the tip. Tip can wait.
And the honour to the tip.
Yeah, so that's me.
Oh, nice. I love it. So I did a thing called Unravel Your Year over
Oh,
Christmas and New Year. Not done before by someone called Susanna Conway, where you get this like free booklet to work through and you go through each month of the year. So I spent a really indulgent couple of hours doing that, which was lovely because last year was a beautiful year. So it was really nice to reflect on that. And I think it was similar in that, what did you like? What didn't you like? What would you change? That kind of thing. So that was good. Um, and the booklet that it came in was like 60 pages long. So I only got halfway through it. And I suspect the next half is like plan and set goals. So I didn't get to that in that format. But I know that my word for the year is intention. Because that's been bubbling around for a little while. And that booklet did help me with that as well, just to cement that. So I just really want everything I do this year to be with intention. So
yeah.
things don't pass me by and I'm not doing things like just for the heck of it if it's not really in line with what I want to be doing. So
Absolutely, yeah. There's a good I don't know if it's a quote or but I think about this all the time.
mm,
When I'm asked to do something or I'm about to do something, I think, is this in line with the life I want?
yeah.
Like, for example, eating a Toblerone in front of the TV. Is that who I want to be? No, it isn't. I don't want to be sat in front of the TV eating loads of chocolate. I want to be out doing things. So if it does, and I don't always get it right, obviously, sometimes, you give in, don't you? But yeah, I think intention's such a good word.
Yeah, and I have been using it a lot this week. And, the food planning, for instance, and the exercise, that was all drawing back to like being intentional with my
Yeah,
work. So yeah, I'm going with that. And I've got some really specific business goals because I'm trying to be, I am being more focused and disciplined with that and being more strategic with it. So I've got some really like solid goals, like financial goals there, which I'm sticking to. And yeah, that the energy around that feels really different this year and good. It's not as like dreamy. It's more focused, but it doesn't mean I'm not doing like the magic things that I love doing and
yeah,
dreaming that I love doing, but it's just more focused. So if opportunities come in that I get really excited about, but aren't in line with the intentions I've set for this year, then it's getting easier to say no to.
yeah.
So that's been really helpful. So
That's good.
Yeah, and then just, thrive and grow were big words that came up. So I really want everything in my life to thrive and grow this year, family, finances. Uh, I really want an electric car. This has been on my goals
It
since
has.
2023. So it's got to be the year. I'm calling it in. It's got to be the year. Um, a house in Cornwall keeps coming up as like something I want as well. It kind of started last.
Live?
Yeah, yeah, maybe not full time, but a house in Cornwall by the beach would be beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, some stuff a bit around travel but like kind of simple, kind of pared back. So I've looked over like when we did the full on like quarter by quarter goal setting in 2023, and
I've got that. I looked at that as well.
there's still a lot on there I'm yet to do or achieve, and a lot has changed. So it's just interesting. I'm not like pushing any of it at this time of year because I'm kind of like, I've got the outline of these goals, I've got some solid goals, and I think the more the year progresses, the closer we get to spring, the clearer a lot of this will become for me.
Yeah.
Um, did you have a lot of your 2023 goals?
No.
Mm.
So I was looking at them, and a lot of them, I mean, so specific.
Mm.
And even though I've not hit them, looking at them now, they just don't align with me anymore.
Mm.
A lot of them are, yeah, they just, they're quite, I feel like if you read them, you're like, oh, yeah, that sounds really good. But actually, I do some of them, but some of them, they're just not who I align with. So they didn't happen in 23, even though I was working towards it. And then 24 changed. I think lots of things changed for me in 2024. And yeah, that's right. 20, was it last year? Jesus.
It's like the year before.
Well, yeah, both actually, where my priorities have just completely changed. I've done loads of work around boundaries. I've done loads of, and I think because I've done loads of work around boundaries, it really made me think about what do I want. And a
Mm.
lot of things on here, I just don't want.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of them are money goals, and it's not that I don't want money, I do, but I can live the life I want
Mm.
without working myself into the grave to get it.
Yeah,
I'm doing it. I'm living it. I'm living intentionally. I'm living with boundaries. I'm doing what I want when I want.
yeah.
So yeah, a lot of them have just changed. Some of them, I was just looking at one of them, health and body,
Mm.
to have a food intolerance test
Yeah.
and a food allergy test.
Mm.
That's booked for next Thursday.
Oh, good.
So 3 years later, I am having that done. But yeah, that's booked in for next week. And yeah, there's been a couple of things that are, I mean, here it says continue healthy eating. I do, I eat healthily, and it's not it's not even a habit, it's what I enjoy. I much prefer to eat healthily than not eat healthily. It makes me feel good. I prefer healthier food.
Mm.
And I think so. I did have a Toblerone last night. Well, I had 3 pieces of a Toblerone because it was a giant one. I've not ate any chocolate since January. I think simply because I ate that much over Christmas.
Yeah.
I've just not had the taste for it at all. And I'm a bit with chocolate. If I start, I can't stop. But last night I was like, but I want the Toblerone. So therefore I'm going to have the Toblerone. Like, I ate it with intention. It wasn't just sitting, which I did over Christmas, and just eating for eating's sake and not particularly enjoying it.
Mm.
Um, so yeah. So no, what about yours from 2023?
There's loads where I'm just like, that's a different person that's written that.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. A lot of the financial goals are still the same, I think. I mean, I've made progress in my money mindset, I think.
Yeah.
But the financial foundations that I wanted to set back then still stand. And that's like a big part of what I'm focusing on this year is being in
Yeah.
the reality of like fixing the foundations of my finances so I can really crack on. in that.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, and I think the business coaching and the business goals and the way that I'm working on that is really massively helping with that. So I just need all the money and abundance to follow.
absolutely. And I'm sure it will. And if you've set robust goals for your business, then, they're there, aren't they? They're there to do. And if you are being offered things that might seem like fun or whatever, but it's not bringing the money in, then, the more stuff you do that will, the money will follow.
Well, this is it. And I get offered a lot of like free things to do,
Mhm.
like me to give my work for free and that kind of thing. We talked about that before. So these goals and this structure that I'm putting in place this year is helping me say no to the free things that aren't in line with
Yeah.
what I need to do. And that's quite hard. Like, but I guess that's, a boundary that I'm setting this year. So it makes it easier to say no to it. I've had like three or four, even just in January, where I've just been like, no, it's not in line with what I'm doing this year, but thank you. And one of my values is that I will do some like free stuff, but I'll do one a quarter. I'll not do three, four, or five a quarter.
And maybe as well that one a quarter will be something that you want to do, not someone offering it you. You thinking this is who I want to give free stuff to.
Yeah, yeah. So it's more intentional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So I do feel like when I'm starting to put this boundary in place, I'm recognizing that pattern of energy around the money of free, doing things for free, getting things for free. That's lovely in a lot of ways, but it's not helping my financial foundation.
Doesn't pay the bills, does it?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah. So
You can't ring the electric company and say, "Oh, I can do you a yoga nidra."
exactly.
Or if you've been gifted something for free off another service provider, it doesn't. You need cold hard cash at the end of the day, don't you,
Yeah.
to do what you need to do.
Yeah, exactly. So that's helping me stay focused. So we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, that sounds good. Part of my manana, this
Hmm.
is Paul's influence because he's so much more laid back than I am about, your life. And he's just very go with the flow and see what happens. And I'm very, no, plan it, make plans, set goals, it will happen. But this year, particularly, because I'm a little bit of a control freak, I'm having to do a bit of a manana stance because a lot of my life is a bit uncertain at the moment. Me and Paul are supposed to be moving in together in June. I'm not sure June is going to happen. It might be later, it might be earlier. I don't know. I don't know how that's really going to look like.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. You were saying about the kids being at high school changes your routine. That's going to change my routine massively. And I don't know what that's going to look like in terms of how much time I'll have, how much spare time I'll have. Will I have more? Will I have less? Will it be at different times? How do I plan my life around that and still do the things that matter to me? That'll all change. Um, where we live in. I mean, I think we're going to stay here for a few years, but I don't really completely 100% know that. Work, I'm doing this, I start college next week. I'm doing this like teaching education course,
Mm.
and I don't know where that's going to take me. So I'm doing a lot of things that I just don't know where it's going to lead to. And I think that's why I've been very not specific with goals this year because I think I have to embrace the I don't know at this stage.
Yeah. Yeah, and make the most of that. Like I'm open,
Yeah. Yeah, see what comes. And it's quite for me, it's quite different doing that. It is quite nice. So yeah, I think our goals are very different this year because yours are it's almost like we've swapped. Yours are very specific, very this is what you need to do, very robust, very set in stone, and mine are a little bit more, let's just see what happens.
Yeah. Well, that's refreshing, isn't it? To
It
change.
is, yeah, it's nice. And it's exciting as well to see what because I know sometimes you don't know what path life is going to take you, and that's exciting in
Mm.
itself. So yeah, yeah, that's the reason behind my manana.
Mm.
See
Well,
what happens, see where we end up.
go with the flow.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Well, it sounds like we're in for an awesome 2026 at this rate.
absolutely.
Bring it on, bring it on. And if you're listening and you've not set your goals, like have a look at these resources. So Mel Robbins was like your guide this year, wasn't she? She's got
Yeah,
a downloadable guide for it, or just a podcast on it, which is really simple and easy to access, isn't it? And then the one I used was Susanna Conway, but there's loads out there. Just find a way that's simple for you to just live with intention.
that's it. It's about finding what works for you. And sometimes you tweak it, don't you? Take a bit from this and a bit from that and a bit from the stuff you do yourself and just put something together.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Well, that was a lovely way to come back to the pod and welcome in the year, I think. So we'll see you hopefully soon. We get our butts in gear. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us today on the Manifestation Pod. We hope you feel inspired to start creating the life that you've been dreaming of.
Remember, we're all in this together and we'd love for you to be part of our community. So don't forget to subscribe, share and connect with us on socials.
We're here every 2 weeks, so catch us next time with more tips and tools to help you manifest the life you deserve.
Until then, keep believing, keep manifesting and keep living that extraordinary life. Bye!
Bye!